What is the Is this the first? I see Sneeko's YouTube channel got unbanned. Nice. Is this the very first thing? Is it Asmongold Hasan? Is that what the first thing is? Asmongold had some takes first. Did we? Okay. Okay. Give me. Let's just do this for now then. I guess for tomorrow. I guess I have to do this. Give me the What's the genesis of events that we need to see? Asmongold's first take. Give it to me. Linkers. Where the f are the linkers? It's in your AE doc. Oh, okay. Hold on. Am I allowed to open this on stream, or is like the URL gonna f with everything? Hasan reactions to Asmon's first take is in the beginning of the video. Okay, so number one is Hasan reacts to Asmongold.
Gonna make it better. It's just a simple distraction that they're using.
Okay, so we have this, and then is the next one then they talk? Have you talked about the Sneeko unban? No, I don't. There's nothing to talk about. I've never felt strongly about him being banned on YouTube. I don't know if he should have even been banned on YouTube. I know he's kind of saying some wacky shit, but I don't have like a strong, I don't have like a super strong position on that, whether he's banned or unbanned on YouTube. Dudeman linked you Asmon's first take without Hasan reacting. I don't know why you keep linking me a 1-minute video. I have zero interest in 72 links to a 1-minute video. So I'll just watch Hasan's reaction to it. Okay, and then this is the conversation between Hasan and Asmongold. And then the fallout from this was Asmongold got banned, and then what's after this? It's Ethan reacting to stuff. Can you tell me why we don't charge people with domestic terrorism? I don't think that's a crime. I don't even know, like, all the stuff around what terrorism is or what that means or anything is like... H3 coverage. Ethan's manifesto. I don't need to watch that. I already helped him write it all privately, so... Oh, Asmongold's apology. Okay. So these are the 4 things that we need to cover, right? And then all the fallout basically surrounding this shit. Did you see XQC getting sued by Adept? Nope.
Upon graduating from the university,
This is a video about Kevin O'Leary.
Was widespread. Instead of being able to download computer programs, you would have to buy compact discs, which had the software loaded onto them. O'Leary wanted to get into the software business, but he was not in a...
I know how to say this. Yesterday, chat, you know, yesterday, because I love the stream for like 10 minutes or whatever, right? I had like a mini meeting with my agents, whatever. Brother. Apparently, I'm getting sued again. It's the exact same thing, the exact same copy paste, but in California instead. Like, oh god, man.
Good one. New Ethan video.
Yeah!
But where does he normally even post to? I'm guessing not here. Sorry, okay. Fucking browser, why does it lag so much? New Ethan Klein video. This is 18 hours old. We already watched this today. Or you just meant new for my docs. Okay, we don't need that. Don't care. Okay. Wait, did they kill the way you can go to... Reddit.com/r? You have to do this now? Whatever.
The next person is one of my favorite people.
Frogan rating streamers from Arab to Jew lover on a panel provided by Twitch at their con.
Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right, turn that up. Turn Jurassic.
We all know where this is going.
Okay. I'm getting audience in, but they're like, fuck what you guys had to say.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Stand up. Well, obviously it's Love Sabra, right?
Yeah.
It has to
That's
be.
easy. That's
Definitely Love Sabra. All right, so there he
Are you
goes.
being messy?
easy. Yes.
You put my number. Yeah,
I'm
our
so
third
scared.
choice.
Honestly,
Stupid.
If only Asmon could have reacted to that. Damn.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much.
This is I'm pretty sure this is like permaban. It's like hate speech, right? You're making fun of a disabled class and you're making fun of veterans, which are a protected class. This isn't the Twitch TOS, by the way. Like directly. This is like directly called out under hateful conduct. But for some reason, Twitch does not permit behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance, including behavior that promotes or encourages discrimination, denigration, harassment, or violence based on the following protected characteristics: race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origin, immigration status, religion, sex, gender, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, serious medical condition, and veteran status. For example, regardless of your intent, you may not, content warning, promote or express a desire for a protected group, like veterans, to be infected and or die from a serious disease. Now, to be fair, is PTSD really an infection? Or suggest that a victim of a hate crime deserved to be harmed. Is PTSD a hate crime? Probably not. Or stuff related to that? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they skirt by on the outer perimeter here. Post, upload, or otherwise share hateful images or symbols, including symbols of established hate groups. Oof. And Nazi-related imagery. Okay, well, it's not Nazis at least.
I will never have any pity for any fucking soldiers. The U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Huh?
You know?
No?
I do the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. Oh my god, Tom, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. So the U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Jesus. Amazon sponsored. Remember to Twitch Prime.
You know, guys, there's a lot of things I could say. But at a certain point, you just kind of have to acknowledge that there are a lot of people that are simply not worth your time nor your attention. And when these people want to be miserable, they're going to be miserable. And I think the best thing you can do to these people is simply ignore them and not feed into their own delusion. And that's pretty much how you win. You realize, wait a minute, they're retarded. And then you just simply go about your day. That being said, I thank every veteran for their service. I come from a military family. Almost every single member of my family has served. I appreciate our troops. You know, it's rough out there. And it's nice to have people who are fighting for our freedom. And I do not take that shit for granted. Because people died so that I could live a very comfortable life. And I appreciate the fuck out of our soldiers. Yep. Weird as fuck. Cool. Anyways.
Cringe. And cucked. Wait, why do we hate this person? Because they're typing in Hebrew? Is that... or is this like a... Is this a Zionist kiss?
What'd you call me?
I hate you. What's up?
I've been thinking.
Uh-oh.
That clip with Denim saying they should have added Zionist category, oh no, as a joke in Minecraft. It's probably a bit obvious, but if Zionism has nothing to do with Judaism, and actually Zionism is anti-Semitic, why would you need to say as a joke in Minecraft?
I don't know. Good question, huh?
Yeah.
Does it make you think?
There's yeah. When I was talking to you earlier, was I coming off like I was defending them for
No, I don't
doing
think
the
so.
Sabra shit?
Chat might have thought that, though. My chat is very fucking fragile, but don't worry about them.
I'm a little, yeah, I'll get over it. Okay. You, when we were in Israel, those journalists that we spoke to, were they Jerusalem Post or Times of Israel? Or both?
I think it was one from each, although I don't know if they were employed directly by them or if they had just written articles for each of them.
Do you still talk to them? Or do you have contacts for them?
I think I still have contacts. I would just remember who they are on Discord. Why?
Because the mainstream press talks about Twitch, albeit in a quite flattering way, or the people who are teaching the youth to hate the right-wingers, etc. But, like, they just unbanned Fresh and Fit and Sneeko. I mean, who even Hasan and all those guys will admit that are clearly anti-Semitic. Like, do you not think that have you ever tried to reach out to any like mainstream press figures to actually get them to talk about this kind of stuff?
No, but I feel like at this point, I feel
mental.
like people have probably seen stuff. I think there's probably choices being made to not chat about it. I just think that a lot of these rooms are probably filled with people that are kind of more on the left, and they just don't view these issues as being like as important. So something like actually crazy would have to happen to catch somebody's attention.
And you don't think anything like this so far is crazy enough?
Somebody emailed me this a long time ago, and I think that it's true. I think that the issue with the left has never been anti-Semitism. It's just been white nationalism. So when they were really mad at the Nazis and everything, and they talked about the anti-Semitism and all that, they did do that. But the issue wasn't really anti-Semitism. They don't really give a fuck about that. They just cared that the people doing it were white nationalists. So for Fresh and Fit and for Sneeko, like, these people are not white. I don't know if they would give a fuck as much, but maybe they would. Who knows? But I mean, it just doesn't seem like it, given how I feel like there have been things that have been much smaller that have gotten. I feel like I've gotten articles for random shit where I'm like, who the fuck is even paying attention to this? But I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I mean, these are obviously like some of the largest figures on the internet in these spaces, like the Red Pill space and the Andrew Tate adjacent space and everything else. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I find it hard to believe that New York Times, Washington Post, like these guys are that level of far left that they don't care about this kind of thing.
It's not. So let me be like super clear about like what I think is happening, because I think that a lot of the crazy shit we're seeing with like Trumples and like Twitch and all of this, it seems crazy from where we're at, but I think it's like it's just a conditioning over time thing, and it's like an environment thing. So like, let's say that you and I are streamers, and we talk about streaming stuff, and let's say like Twitch and YouTube decide to pass a new rule saying no more ad revenue for anybody, right? Like, because of the world that we're in, that's like a groundbreaking, most important story. If we were media people, we'd be writing about it. It'd be like the most important thing ever. But like, let's say that you're part of a group of people who, doesn't even know that people make a living on YouTube or Twitch, and like this like news story passes your desk, you just like don't even give a fuck, right? So if you're like if you're like in a left-leaning media room and you've heard all day about, the genocide, and that like, I don't know, whatever issues are going on in the US, like the anti-Trump stuff or, all this. And then something comes across and it's like, oh, there are some people that are being like anti-Semitic on whatever. It's just like, who cares? It's just like it's probably not a big deal. That's my guess, like how these types of events happen and then they pass. So like, we look at it, we're like, this is insane. But in their like media environment, this is just a blip on the radar and it's not indicative of anything that really matters. This is like my guess.
It's also just like it's quite hard to see the real world effects of it, even though in some cases it's not, right? I don't know if you just saw the recent FBI stats on anti-Semitic hate crimes, but it's obviously much higher than it was the year before, and even per capita, it's like just dwarfing everything, even Islamophobic hate crimes.
Yeah. Like this is pretty wacky. Just real quick, I just Googled news for Asmongold. There are Forbes. There's a Forbes article. Polygon, Sports Illustrated, PC Gamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, Inside Gaming, Kotaku. So these all got picked up but Asmongold is white dude said bad things about brown people. Yeah.
That is quite bizarre.
Yeah, BBC article. Yeah. So it's just, I think it's just the newsrooms that these people are in all kind of like gravitate to the left a lot. And so these are the issues that pop up on their radar. So yeah, Asmongold made one statement, and it was dumb, I think. There is a world where you can almost defend it on the peripheral, but you have to grant so much unbelievable charity, and you shouldn't, especially because of his audience. So those were really dumb statements that he made. But like, it was one like minute of statements, whereas obviously like this whole stuff is on a whole other level of insanity. But yeah.
Yeah, I think even it's just been a problem probably since the dawn of time that like the Western world has just had I feel like they have a really difficult time identifying anti-Semitism or even just like reckoning with it in our own past. Like in the UK, we've had a really long history of anti-Semitism. Like we purged them like 3 times from this country. And even one very well-known figure, like Edward I, Hammer of the Scots, he borrowed a bunch of money from Jews to fight the Scottish, and then he didn't want to pay them back, so he kicked them all out. And we never get told that. We never get told any of that. We never get told about how we rejected refugees in World War II and how we deported them in 1905 and shit. Like, we never get told any of that. And I just wonder, like, when it comes to the way it expresses itself as well, obviously Asmongold sounded really, really unhinged when he was saying, like, I don't care if they like get genocided or they're horrible people and all that. But with the way that anti-Semitism is expressed by left-wingers, it's always in a slightly more like difficult to identify language. A lot of the time.
I disagree. It's not slightly more difficult to identify. If Asmongold, maybe I'm making a small stretch here, maybe. If Asmongold had made a comment about Palestinian children being like worthy of death because they inherently belong to whatever, like that comment that Second Thought made about settler children that Hasan defended on Leftovers, I think that Asmon would be perma-nuked. I think that would be a perma-ban. That you're unironically trying to make the claim that like there are children who deserve to be killed because they're Palestinian. That would be an insane statement. And I think that Hasan got away with defending it on Leftovers. He was in the chat when Second Thought said it. Second Thought and all the other people involved in that didn't get us like any blowback. Oh, and the denial of all like the sexual assault and rapes too, right? Keep in mind that Hasan and all the other people on Twitch involved in politics in Hasan's corner all actively deny, to the contrary of the UN, by the way, they all actively deny that there were mass rapes. But
that's like a really frustrating thing to deal with, because I've noticed that Hasan, when he's pushed by his chat, will eventually sometimes will say the whole like, oh yeah, I'm sure some rapes happen. I just don't think it was like this mass they were ordered to do it thing. And then it's like, okay, the UN didn't really say either of those things. The UN said there was enough of it to say that it happened in several locations, but it wasn't like there's not any evidence to say that they were ordered to do it. But there's also definitely like quite enough of it in the space of what 8 or 10
I feel like
hours
one of the statements
to say that
later
it
on was
like widespread.
Yeah, that it was systematic. I thought the UN report might have even used that word.
Yeah, systematic is like, but then I guess like the way you define systematic is a bit like more difficult. But like,
well, that it was like a part of the invasion. These weren't just like one-offs. There must have been like an attitude or something. It might not have been like a top-down order, like we're gonna rape at least 15, blah blah blah. But it was like a part. It was like an expected behavior happened in group scenarios.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like that's what they play with though. They play with that fact because like the UN said there were 5 locations where there were people who were like stripped, and it was mostly women, right, from the waist down, after they were killed. It also really fucked me up because the Sabra Shatila massacre.
Yes.
Like. Do you know how everyone knows that rapes happen there?
What, because of the screaming at night, or
it's a default narrative? No, the default narrative is everyone who's left wing and knows about that massacre knows that rape was a feature of it.
Oh, okay.
It was. Do you know how we know that though?
I don't know. Tell me.
Witness statements.
Oh, okay.
And bodies that were stripped from the waist down, that were filmed by journalists afterwards, mostly women. It's the exact same standard of evidence, But yeah, like when Hasan's pushed, he will eventually admit that like some rapes happened in his opinion, but then just like not enough to say that it was like an order. And then he'll like it's just, I don't know. It's like it's always so fucking weaselly. Like that's the problem. It's like which I guess why it's like it's harder to find like a fucking 30-second kill shot or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like there's just there's some. I can't believe that there are not journalists in mainstream liberal press who don't know about this. I find it really strange to think that they're just like they know, but they just don't find it interesting, or they just.
I mean, like
or they
what,
just
like
think it's- yeah.
what the fuck? Why would you even waste your time writing about this? Like, imagine, like, am I really on the eve of Israel finally being declared an apartheid genocidal state, who's currently genociding all the Palestinians and now genociding the innocent Hezbollah and Lebanese? Like, am I really going to write an article talking about anti-Semitism? Like, like, what's the point?
The
Like,
New York Times did a fucking, they did the piece about the rapes, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And wasn't there like discomfort in the newsroom from some of that like there were some people that didn't feel that great that were pushing back? Because I think that Ryan Grimm and Peter I forget the name, there were three authors for that piece on The Intercept that talked about some of the discomfort of the newsroom when the lady was pursuing that. And also I think it was a little bit closer probably that started to the October 7th stuff where you had a little bit more sympathy. But right now I just don't know why you would ever write anything relating to anti-Semitism or anything like that. Like, I just don't know if the payoff is there.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I have to think that, right? Otherwise, what else could it... Like, I don't believe, and I know a lot of... If you're Jewish, you probably think this. I don't even blame you. But, like, I don't believe that they're all anti-Semitic, right? I don't think that's the case. I don't think the newsrooms are all filled with anti-Semitic people. I think that they're just... I think it's the culture and the environment and the sympathy, the infinite and unlimited sympathy for the Palestinians that kind of pushes people in this direction.
Yeah, that's a really difficult one to deal with.
It's also probably a bit harder to understand because in the West, not in the West, I'm sorry, in the United States of America, I don't really think we know anything about like Arab anti-Semitism. We really do. I say this a million times, and dipshit Americans and Nazis and people just don't believe me, but we really just don't have like the Muslim invader archetype. That just doesn't really exist to the United States. You just never really hear about that. Like post 9/11, even when ISIS was active, you had like the one shooting in Miami was like some reject loser, probably gay dude who wanted to be accepted by ISIS. Like that's like, we don't have, it just doesn't really happen in the United States. So the environment is a lot different than in Europe, where you have legitimately larger groups of people that might be more fundamentalist Islam, that are a little bit more radical. We just don't really have that in the United States. So we have no context when there's like especially when these Arabs are like, they're so like white friendly and white presenting. They're like young college kids. They might be born in places like Michigan. They're like, they speak English and sound like us, and they look white and they present white and they speak white and their attitudes are white. So like we just see them as like, oh, they're like friendly people or whatever. So like that, like the weird like Arab anti-Semitic vibes just don't carry over to us at all. We have no
Yeah, that's
frame of
why
reference
it's so fucking bizarre that with that Emma clip where she was talking about how it's so privileged for people to attack Hezbollah and the Houthis because all they're doing is resisting. It's like, it's funny because it's the complete opposite. Like the privilege is that because the only thing that gets you your clicks in the Middle East is to talk about Israel and Palestine, is that everyone else, Lebanon, Yemen, Iraq, they're all just accessories to the Israel-Palestine thing. So yeah, like the fucking cheat code for these guys is that they get to terrorize and murder as many fucking Arabs as they want, as long as they just remember to fire a few pot shots at Israel every now and then when they remember to, and then that's the only thing that people will hear about in America.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, pretty wacky. If I was Jewish, I'd feel pretty mind fucked right now.
Yeah, I feel like that. But there's a bit of there's that Sinwar praise post in Hasan's subreddit as well.
The freedom
the
fighter.
AI thing.
I think Denims and a few other people I think had nice words to say about him as well. Yeah, but I mean,
I think even if you count every number from October 7th, I think Sinwar easily killed more Palestinians in his life than he killed Israelis.
Yeah, well, I mean, in both intifadas, I'm pretty sure there were over like 1,000. I don't know the actual numbers. I'm pretty sure it's like over 1,000 collaborators were killed in each event. Right? I think, wasn't that why he was called the Butcher of Khan Yunis? Is because he was always like torturing and murdering suspected collaborators with the Israeli government.
Yeah, he had people killed when he was in prison. He was able to organize the killings of collaborators. And there was 1 year in the first Intifada when, I think it was right in the last year, maybe the second last, when more Palestinians were killed by other Palestinians for collaborating than by the IDF.
That's true. That might be true for the first and second Intifada. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. But there's a lot of motherfuckers, yeah. You have to be careful on these Wikipedias because they're very sneaky with how they with how they have them set up now. They're very slick.
In what way? For the Intifadas or? Oh, the number. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so casualties and losses. They've got 3,000. 2,739 to 3,168 Palestinians killed by Israeli troops. They never list. It's always Palestinian civilians. So like on the left, we have Israeli civilians and Israeli troops are like divided, right? They talk about both, but on the right side here for the Palestinians, I guess they're all of them were civilians, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they're all just Palestinians, right? Like that's every single time.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you would think collaborators. I'm pretty sure they.
And the effect of that is quite wild, because I remember I was arguing with someone not long ago, and they cited the health ministry's 42,000 number, and there are people who will just say 42,000 civilians.
For
because for the death toll in Gaza right now.
Oh, that's better, because I've heard a lot of people cite that one weird study where there's like 170,000 or whatever.
Yeah, because of excess deaths from every war. Yeah, the weird calculation. Yeah.
So like here's like an interesting meme, right? So I'm looking at the second Intifada thing, okay, on Wikipedia, okay? So it's saying Palestinians killed by Palestinians. They have 152 to 406 Palestinians killed by Palestinians. That's what they have listed at this front here, okay? But then as I dig into the article where it says Palestinians killed by Palestinians, okay, Bet Salem, our favorite organization, they say there were 577 Palestinians killed by Palestinians.
Yeah.
So what is happening there? Why is the lesser number? Wait, 577 minus 120 is not 477. They don't have that listed up here, do they? No, they don't. So they don't even have the lesser of that. So I don't know what is. These articles are, all of the wiki articles are like hardcore pro-Palestinian. If you go through the talk pages, it's insane how they write shit now. Like I think they have. I think they've labeled it now like a genocide in the Gaza Strip. I think they have that now in the wiki article for it. It's insane. But
yeah, the wiki for the list of Israeli war crimes in this war alone is longer than the Wikipedia for war crimes committed by the Wehrmacht.
Based.
Yeah.
Have the Israelis just thought about not being fucking Nazis?
Yeah. Which is amazing given how little, compared to the Nazis, like how little territory the Israelis managed to capture in 75 years.
They're going to get it all eventually, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think, actually, I don't know. I think the death toll in Gaza right now, I think it's probably fair to say that it's going to be higher than 42,000 by the end. Like it's going to turn out that there were more than the health ministry counted. But I've been doing a bit of more research because the Islamic Jihad's website got fucking put back online. It was gone for a while. And, people say that historically the health ministry's numbers are usually accurate. Like the UN and IDF tends to converge with it. That is actually true. But what I've realized is that IDF
because
numbers are accurate as well for numbers of militants.
Yeah,
they're generally
the reason
quite
why
close.
the world numbers or whatever are accurate, they just copy paste from the Gaza Health Ministry.
With sometimes a few discrepancies, just because of niche events where a big thing will happen and the health ministry will just say 120 or 200 people died for a headline, even though it was actually 50. That's happened in a few different.
Sure, but I'm pretty sure for the current numbers, I think those are still included. Like when they said 500 people died from the Al Ali hospital thing on October. Yeah. I think that's still.
But I
included.
think in the past, international reports will take those ones out, but they'll keep everything else. But I think even the IDF will publish a list at the end as well, and it's usually fairly close to the health ministries. Like in the second Intifada, there was the Battle of Jenin, where they were taking out just a kind of block of Palestinian militants in the refugee camp area, and I think 25 IDF died and 50 Palestinians, many of whom were involved in the suicide bombings, organizing them. And I think Saeb Erekat went to the press, CNN, and just said 500 people had died, and Arafat said that they were using depleted uranium bombs. But that's the kind of thing, the more niche events where those huge numbers just get scattered around really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, Erudite, you're waiting. I'm going to bed.
I was just waiting. I didn't want to cuck the content with my boring stuff.
Yeah,
no, I thought you had something to say. I think you had something to say based on what I was saying. But okay, fuck. I'm going to bed. Bye.
Love you.
Okay. Question about, this is the boring stuff, but fundraising and stuff. I know you're super busy.
Yeah, I think I linked it earlier.
I've only gotten $70 raised though. So if you want to be able to cover canvassing hotels, we'll have to push it. Do you want me to?
I'll link it
continue
again.
streaming?
We're trying to raise 6K. I think they only need 3 more for the Nevada event, guys. Here you go.
We need more than 3K because the 2K that's in there was raised like independently.
Well, then. Well, then we need more than 3K. Good luck.
Okay.
I love you all.
Should
so much.
I come in tomorrow? What should I do?
What are we doing for what?
Are you able to fundraise tomorrow? And if yes, what should I do to help you do that? Because I know that you're busy. I don't want to ruin all your content. We're also doing the Nevada DGG event this weekend. And if we want to be able to get hotels, we have to raise the money like by tomorrow so we can buy financial aid hotels for canvassers.
Well, I'll link it in chat again. Boom, boom. Here you go. Good luck. I linked it. They got another set of links. It's gonna be the biggest link I've ever seen. So many linked.
The greatest links. Are you able to link again tomorrow?
Yeah, obviously, always.
To bug you, or do you want me to leave you alone about it? Probably bug you, right?
Yeah, you can DM me. I linked it earlier when you DM me. Okay. So just keep DMing me. I'll keep linking it.
That's good. Great. I'm in Miami as well, so if you need anything, just let me know.
Cool. Be careful. Don't die.
Bye.
Can Eurocux also donate? I don't know if you can donate through ActBlue. New Discord ping sound effect. Why? Oh, it's spooky. Is that Halloween? Okay, well. Oh, okay. Final question, boring question, okay? So, if I'm doing remote transferring of files, I'm using SyncThing, but sometimes I still get really slow speeds to people. Even if we have like a direct, it'll say like TCP WAN connection, but it'll still be sending the data pretty slowly. I'm assuming it's just peering shit. I've tried to duplicate the files like downstairs on my other computer, so there's 2 boxes sending it. But is there anything else you could possibly do to speed this shit up? Like if I have like one of these, like if I connect to like a mesh network or some retarded shit, I don't even know if that would. SyncThing works better if ports are open, I believe. Well, I imagine if it's transferring any data, the correct ports must be open. What happened to dailies? Oh, true. I imagine it's all just like peering stuff at the end of the day, but direct versus relay is a thing. None of these things are being relayed. It's all direct. I can see that. What speed are you getting versus what your upload speed? My upload speed should be 1 gigabit per second. My speed's like when I'm sending files to August, what was the max we were getting? Like 40 megabits per second? Like that, and that's if it was like going really fast. If I send it to my computer downstairs though, I get around 600 megabits per second. So I think the protocol is fine. The program is fine. It just feels like the, I don't know if it's like I think it feels like it's just like a peering issue, which is fucking annoying. I guess I could find like a box on the other end of the US to throw all the files on, to have like a little baby mesh net or something. I don't know. Annoying. All right. Provoke, soap, nettle, candle, insult, incense, inspire, madden, jellyfish, civilization, prompt, lotion, halo, generate, wasp, and Metroid. I guess big video games. Like getting people to do shit. Incense, inspire, provoke, insult, or prompt. Oh, not even one off. Oh, shit. Inspire. Provoke. Things that can sting you? Jellyfish, nettle, wasp, and a candle can burn you? One away? Bro, what? Incense? Can that, like... Oh, burn. Maybe soap? Oh my god. Burn. Nettle. Never mind, hold on. Back away. Generate. Incense. I'm mind-fucking myself. Provoke. Inspire. Incense, insult. Jellyfish, soap. Prompt. Lotion. Nettle. Generate. Wasp. Candle. Can't hold a candle. Hold the soap. Hold an insult. Generate. Generate excitement, inspire excitement, provoke, and prompt? No shot. I don't care. I'm hungry. God damn it. Bring about. I want to be done. Jellyfish. Okay, this has to be like burns you or something, or leaves like a burning sensation. But it can't be lotion because that's like soothing, right? Insult. Soap. Wasp. Candle. Incense, nettle. Has a stinger. Jellyfish have stingers. Nettles. Aren't those little plant things? And wasps. I tried this and it didn't work? Oh, and oh god, don't be this. I hope I lose. Please let me lose. Please let me lose. Oh my god, because it stings. That's so cringe. Insult, sting. Oh god. And then these are just things that are scented. Soap, incense, lotion, and candle. Oh my god. Cringe. I'd like to host your files to a web server to SFTP. I think the SFTP protocol is not good for big files. I already tried that. I think the theoretical maxes on that SFTP speed are really bad. It's fine if you're using a parallel downloader. Why would I use an inferior protocol and then parallelize it instead of using a better protocol and not being cooked? Ooh. Okay, I'm hungry. I don't think I ate anything today. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe. Be careful.